Jag är född 1973 i Daegu i Sydkorea. I mina adoptionspapper står att jag är född i Seoul. Så det var där jag trodde att jag var född. Jag visste inte så mycket om min födelse eller min första tid innan jag träffade min biologiska familj. Det enda jag visste var att när jag var 6 månader så lämnades jag utanför det barnhem då där jag hittades. Och där var jag några månader innan jag hamnade hos en fosterfamilj och sen kom jag hit till Sverige 1974. Ja, det är det jag kommer ihåg om själva, om det jag blivit berättad för som liten, om hur jag kom hit och min tid innan. Jag adopterades till Sverige, till en förort till Stockholm som heter Danderyd. Min mamma och pappa, min mamma Siv och pappa Hans som bodde där och hade försökt att få barn i ganska många år innan jag kom. Jag hade en väldigt bra barndom. Mycket kamrater, en bra förort, lugn förort. Lite skyddad kan man säga. Med en väldigt bra, som sagt, uppväxt, skolgång och nätverk runt. Mormor och morfar, farmor och farfar och kusiner och så. Så att det var... jag har haft det väldigt, väldigt bra helt enkelt. När jag var 6 år sedan så skildes min mamma och pappa. Och jag bodde tillsammans med min mamma i veckorna och spenderade helger och lov tillsammans med min pappa. Som jag sa förut så jag hade en väldigt bra uppväxt med många vänner. Det enda som jag tyckte var jobbigt var när jag var precis i början av tonåren att jag gärna ville se ut som mina vänner. Jag ville vara blond och ha blåa ögon och så. Och då vet jag att en manlig släkting som var några år äldre sa till mig, men Linda, tänk när du går på stan och ni är ett gäng tjejer som går tillsammans. Vem är det man ser först? Är det du eller är det alla blonda tjejer med blåa ögon? Och jag tog fasta på det där och tänkte att det här är min chans att göra ett första intryck på människor. Det är positivt att kunna stå ut och göra någonting. Och jag har nog följt det sen dess, att vara den som jag syns och hörs. Kanske på både positivt och negativt sätt. Men jag tycker om att vara den som man kanske ser först. Jag har inte haft problem med några som helst med trakasserier eller rasistiska inslag av någonting. Utan jag har varit väldigt, väldigt förskonad från det. Och jag tror också att det har med min inställning till att vara adopterad att göra. Att jag tycker att det är jag har alltid varit stolt över att ha varit adopterad. Tycker att det är bra. Och har aldrig haft någon längtan efter att söka efter mina rötter eller och så. Men självklart har jag varit nyfiken på vem man ser ut som. Men har aldrig känt en längtan efter att jag måste söka mina rötter för att veta vem jag är. I know I've been talking to other adoptees here in Sweden. And I've noticed that our experiences and feelings and thoughts about being an adoptee is very, very different. I've always been very, very content being an adoptee. Always had very positive feelings about that. My mother told me when I was little that my birth mother had to give me up for adoption because she was very poor. So I always felt very sorry for her that she had to make that decision. And that's about the only thing that I knew from my family in Korea. And I felt all the time, all my life, I always felt Swedish. Very, very Swedish. And I know my friends have always told me that they don't see me as a Korean. They see me as a Swede. So yeah. And I think I am very Swedish as well. Yeah. I received a letter from Adoptionscentrum here in Stockholm. And I first thought that they wanted to sell me some services about finding my roots in Korea. So I really didn't mind the letter. I just put it aside, and I didn't even open it for a while. And after a couple of weeks, I went through my mail, and I thought maybe I should open it and see what it is. And there was a letter from this girl. She wrote that she had some information about me from Korea, and I had to read it like 3 times, 4 times before I could understand what it was saying. So, and after a while, I said to my husband, "Can you read this? Because I don't understand. What does it say?" And he said, "It says something about that they have information about you." And so after a couple of days, I called her, and she told me that I had a brother who were looking for me. And at first, I thought that she was joking. So I said, "What? You have a brother, and he wants to get in contact with you. So if you are okay with it, he wants to send you a letter to explain why you've been adopted and his feelings about that, and just information about the family in Korea." And it was okay. I was very shocked, but I was thrilled at the same time. Obviously, it's a life-changing event. And so he wrote me, and I got this letter, and he told me that my birth mother was alive. I have an older brother, an older sister, and this brother, who is also older than me. But my birth father passed away in June in 2012. So it was just 3 months before they found me. So that was a bit sad, but... And then he said that they understood it if I wanted to do a DNA test. And at first I thought, I don't need to do that. But then I thought, well, if I go to Korea and if I meet them, and if I like them and want to spend more time with them, I want to know if they are my family. Because I would have been devastated if I would have met them and loved them. And then after a couple of years, but no, you're not their sister. So we did a DNA test, and it was a match. So in February 2013, me and my sister, Malin, went to Korea to meet the family. I didn't know what to expect, really. I was nervous, of course. But at the same time, I was very, very excited. So we was in a small room in social welfare services office, waiting. And then the interpreter, she opened the door and said, "Well, they're here now." And then five persons just burst in the room, crying. And I stood there like, "Hello." And I didn't remember. I don't remember very much from that first meeting. So I'm very, very happy that my sister filmed it. So I have been able to see what it was like, because it's just a blur, to be honest. But they were great. It's a great family. Very loving, very thoughtful, very humble family. And they told me they were very, very poor. And obviously they already had 3 children. And the mother felt that she had to provide for them first. And since I was the baby, I was just 6 months old, that was naturally the first choice, to give me up for adoption. And I do understand that, really, because it's much harder to give away like a kid that is 6 years old. So yeah, but she was very emotional when she met me. Absolutely, yeah. This has not changed me in any way. It's just that I have another family now. I have a Swedish family and I have a Korean family, which I'm grateful of. I have the two of the. I have the best of the two worlds. That's how I see it. Because I have a great family here in Sweden. I have the best mom and dad, and I have a brother and a sister here, younger, and I have a mother in Korea, 2 older brothers and an older sister. So it's great. I'm just really, really happy about that.